I thank the Director General for his statement. We now proceed to applications for representation by a new observer state. I am pleased to inform the Council that an application has been received for representation by an observer state from State of Kuwait. The Council will now consider the resolution concerning the request made by the State of Kuwait for representation by an observer. I declare the draft resolution adopted and the new observer state admitted by acclamation. I have the pleasure of welcoming the State of Kuwait as the new observer state. I now have the pleasure to give the floor to the representative of the new observer state.
Mr. President, State of Kuwait to the International Organization for Migration. The State of Kuwait has decided to adhere to the International Organization for Migration as an observer state, with a view of taking the basis of its collaboration in the humanitarian work field and exploring additional means to support the humanitarian activities undertaken by the International Organization for Migration. Mr. President, the ties between the State of Kuwait and the International Organization for Migration have developed at a fast, due mainly to the sincere interest of both parties in the humanitarian work, but also to the involvement of His Highness, the Emir of the State of Kuwait, Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, and of the Director General of the International Organization for Migration, Mr. William Lassie Song. Besides the important role played by the Office of the International Organization for Migration in the State of Kuwait under the management of Madame Iman Araiqat. Mr. President, I would like to reaffirm that the State of Kuwait, through its adherence to the International Organization for Migration as an observer state, will commit to all IOM states to act as it has always done in the best service of all humanitarian activities, to fully support the goals set by the International Organization for Migration, to mobilize all its resources in the service of humanity, and, as outlined by the former UN Secretary General, to live up to a reputation as a pillar of humanitarian work, and His Highness the Emir as the leader of the humanitarian action. We wish you all a very success. Thank you, Mr. President.
I thank the representative of the State of Kuwait for his statement and welcome this new observer state on behalf of the entire Council. I now have the pleasure to give the floor to the Director General to welcome the new observer. Director General, you have the floor.
Thank you, sir. I'm very honored and privileged to welcome the State of Kuwait as an official observer in our organization, IOM. We have a strong relationship that goes back to the early 1990s. It's always been a good relationship. It's always been a growing relationship. And our office in Kuwait is very active in the entire Gulf Cooperation Council area. Kuwait, I particularly welcome my friend, Ambassador Al-Ghanim. He's one of those ambassadors who comes to the office. He never wants more than 10 or 15 minutes. And on his annual visit, official visit, he always brings financial support from the Emir. And we're most grateful for that support. So the ambassador has been a personal friend and a strong supporter of IOM since the very first day. And so, Ambassador, thank you for being here. Thank you for your remarks, and thank you for this wonderful news of the observership of Kuwait. I want particularly to single out the good humanitarian leadership of His Highness, the Emir of Kuwait, who was singled out by former Secretary General Ban Ki-moon as the humanitarian leader in his time there. He has every year in January, for the last 4 years at least, held a pledging conference, either for Iraq or Syria or some other country in crisis. And he has always raised at least $2 billion or $3 billion. Now, this year in January, he's holding another pledging conference, this time for the reconstruction of the city of Mosul in Iraq. So we'll all be in Kuwait again in January to support the Emir in his very good work there. So I hope, Ambassador, you will convey our deep appreciation to the Emir and our congratulations on his decision to join IOM as an observer. Obviously, we will continue on our visits to speak about membership, hoping you'll also become a member, but we're very happy to have you today as an observer. I think you would want me also, Ambassador, to pay a special word of appreciation and recognition to our very dynamic Chief of Mission in Kuwait, Iman Erakat, who is with us today. And I'll thank her for all that she's done to bring us to this point. So again, welcome aboard. Thank you very much.